Hello, my name is Adele. Thanks for stopping at my channel. And if this is your first time to come by the channel, hit the subscription button below and give me a like. You can reach me at my email if you wish to have a private reading. The information is listed below. Boy, how time flies. Do you know that it is already the first day of fall? And it seems as if it was just yesterday when it was Christmas in the beginning of the year. But we've come a long ways, 10 months, and we've had quite a few changes on the planet too. This is the month of Libra that we're discussing today, that I will be discussing today. Um, you have the Sun in the first house, you have Venus in the first house, and you have Mercury there. I will only be discussing the houses that we have planets in. That's the houses where the energy will be flowing through. Venus, the Sun, and Mercury is a very beautiful placement for them to be in your first house. And on the 28th, you're going to have a new moon in that house, which will have a Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury conjunction. Wow, what a lot of energy that you will be dealing with. But it's happy energy because Venus always produce good feelings. You'll be feeling really good and your energy level will be really high. So if it's a lot of work you got to get done and Mercury there, this is a time to do it because they will help you to do those things. You know, like things that you've been putting up. Oh, maybe I don't want to do the drapes or maybe I don't want to clean out the closets. Well, you'll have plenty of energy to do these things then. So also this has a lot to do with entertaining too. And I do see that you got some guests coming to your house. So this is a good place for Venus to be for entertaining. Also, you will have some job opportunities coming your way. If you wish to change your careers, this is a good time to think about doing it. It's going to kind of just drop into your lap when you get that new Sun Moon conjunction on the 28th. In the second house, we don't have anything in that house right now other than Uranus reflecting over there. And we have Mercury in that house. And Mercury has to do with, in the house of your finance, it has to do with you making, take a close look at your checkbook because you'll have some debts and things that you will have to be straightening out here. So don't let them pass. Just take care of it. In the third house, we have Jupiter in that house and the power of fortune, which is really good. If you've been thinking about buying a car, this is a good time to do it because Jupiter will get you a good value, whether it's used or new. So move on that. Also, this is a good time for dealing with extended family members. You know, a lot of times if you've had some disagreements in the family, with Jupiter here, it's a good time for some reconciliations too. On the fourth house, we have Saturn, the South Node, and we have Pluto. I don't particularly care for these planets to be in the fourth house. Well, any house, but sometimes in the fourth house, it has so much to do with family issues. So there's some family issues that you will have to be working on here. So take care of them. I see that you don't have a lot of space to move around too. It's kind of crowded. So maybe that has something to do with needing some more space because when people don't have enough space, they can become very irritable. So think in terms of what you want to do, and maybe you need some family meetings. This would be a good time to do that too. Moving to the sixth house, we have Neptune in that house, and so you might have some health issues that you'll have to be dealing with your health. Also, this is a house of your diet. Maybe you want to do some correcting of your eating habits or the preparations of food. Maybe you might even be thinking about becoming a vegetarian. But whatever it is, Neptune is in this house, so you will have to be, maybe having some doctor's appointments, so make sure to keep them. In the seventh house, we have Lilith in this house, the dark moon Lilith. And the seventh house has a lot to do with relationships. So if you're having some issues with relationships of all kinds, they have to be dealt with at this time. So get busy, take care of your business. In the 8th house, we have Uranus in that house. And Uranus is retrograde. This is a house that has a lot to do with, clearing up old debts and issues that have to be dealt with. And this is also the house of your partner's money. So if you've been having some issues about these things, sit down, talk it out. Because Venus is very good at accommodating, but she's also good at trying to bring reconciliations to issues, the same as Jupiter will be doing. So sit down with your partner, if that's where you are, have a good talk with them, that you maybe need some more money from them, that they need to make more of a contribution. And even if it's, it don't have to be a husband or a partner or, a significant other. It's just, it could be, you know, even your children. You might be having problems with them not paying their fair share if they're working. In the 9th house, we don't have any planets in that house, but Jupiter is reflecting over in that house by not having any planets up there. And this is a very powerful reflection because she will be reflecting into her own house and in her own sign. So maybe this is a good time to take some trips, and maybe if you've been having some problems, with in-laws or some of your church members, this is a good time to make up, have some reconciliation with these people. And in the 10th house, we have the North Node in that house, and we have the Moon in that house because this was done on the 23rd, which has a lot to do with jobs and job opportunities and career opportunities, and maybe even being in business for yourself. And it's coming along, if you're in business for yourself, fairly well. So, you have to keep on working at it and keep pushing. And if it's career changes you want to make, think about it. This is not a bad time to make changes if that's what you want to do. And in the 12th house, we have Mars in that house, and Mars is taking a very severe aspect from Neptune. So if there are some things that you feel that have been going on behind your back and some issues that you want to get out into the open, you will be able to do that very soon because Mars is going to be moving into the 1st house, which is going to bring much of this out into the open where you can see it. It'll be a minute or two here, but it's going to come out where you can see it. But other than that, Venus, you have a pretty good chart here. You got some good planets here where you'll be able to entertain, have fun, and get out into the open. And also, as I said before, you got Jupiter going in that 3rd house, which will give you an opportunity to make some reconciliations with maybe some of your family, friends, or whoever that you've been having some issues with. So make sure that you give me a like, tell your friends and family about the channel, and try to make some room in this house in your home. It's a little bit crowded there. So until next time, enjoy the fall. Get out and smell the roses. The last of them are leaving now. So until next time, have a good fall.